both saying that I ran in two different directions. So I'm telling my attorney, I said, look, man, you see they lying. They're trying to cover up their story. They know damn well there was more than one person there. It wasn't just me. They just mad because I'm not cooperating with them and I'm not telling them what they want to hear. So they want to put it all on me because they see my background. They already say, well, we can say he did it. He'll get convicted even if he had to, you know what I'm saying? That's how they think. So, and basically that's what ended up happening all the time is I end up pleading guilty to something that 9 times 10 I didn't do. I may have knew something about it or I may have was in the area or whatever, but not necessarily guilty of the crime, you feel me? So that's how I got caught up on this one. So when I went in, I let them convict me. I'm like, man, I'm not taking no deal. I'm tired of taking y'all deals and y'all turning around and making these laws up later on down the line. Next thing you know, I'll be eligible for the death penalty next because I done took a plea bargain here, a plea bargain there, a plea bargain. No, we're not doing that no more. Y'all gonna be trying to strike me out. Y'all gonna go to trial every time. Every time y'all bring me up here, I don't care how much time I'm looking at. We're going to trial. And I would have, and anybody that's black, Mexican, or white, black, Mexican, or other, go to trial. Stop taking them plea bargains. They're setting y'all up. I'm just letting you know right now, I know enough about the law to know that they got laws already sitting on their desk that they don't plan to put on the books 2-3 years ago. They just ain't getting the right atmosphere to bring them in. When they had the poly-class thing, they try to bring that law in before poly-class. That law, they shut it down. The people shut it down. They shut it down. As soon as poly-class got murdered and raped and shit, they used her as the poster child. Boom, boom, and they was able to use the minds of the people of the public and the compassion and the mercy and stuff to get that law passed. When they pass the law, this is another thing people in society need to know. They pass laws like they're like this is the law, but we still gotta write it up. This is the gist of what the law is about or what it's for. We just need y'all to go ahead and vote for it. Then when y'all vote for it, now we're gonna take our lawmakers, and they're gonna go in there and they're gonna sit down and they're gonna write it up the way they want it to fit. And that's how they got the 3-strike law to get us all caught up like they did that web. And then that backfired on them because most people have mental health problems and stuff like that. So they start looking at the cost of, man, he's on Seroquel, he's on this, that, and other. These pills cost $1,000 to make. And these guys, we got all the people. So now it backfired. They didn't take into account the cost, what it's gonna take to have these old men in prison now that was teenagers back when they first got caught up. Now they old men got high blood pressure, diabetes, mental health problems, this, that, and other. They started costing them. So now they got to reverse it. Because a lot of people was dying, wasn't getting the proper medical, and none of that. And they was killing themselves, they wouldn't get the proper mental health treatment. So now they got a 3-judge panel to say, no, this is the overwhelming evidence that this is the cause of all this stuff going on. So we're going to reduce the prison population. Now, it took them, since 2004, after the 3 strikes got shot down by Schwarzenegger, 2004 all the way to 2012, for them to actually change the law and get me out, because I was supposed to win out back in 2004. We were supposed to win Prop 66, and they beat us up out of that. I don't know how they did it, but they did it, and I essentially did a few more years just before I can get out, and only to get right out and then come right back for some more bull crap, man. It's like now I'm out here trying. I'm not even entertaining crime, anything, period. I don't even want to be bothered with nobody. I like my little tent here. I'm cool. I don't want to be bothered with nobody, period. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't never had anything really that much of anything stolen from me. Man, since I've been out, it seems like since I turn my neck, something is coming up missing. So what is they doing? They targeting me. They're taking my stuff to try to fuel my anger or whatever, to try to get me riled up. I feel like I'm being targeted by somebody, and I don't want to sound like, some crazy maniac like everybody's out to get me. But it just seems like that, man. Every time when I'm trying to just stay out the way, something is happening, man. Weird stuff, man, that I'm not quite frankly used to. I'm not used to the behavior. I got jumped on the other day, about 2.5 weeks ago. Dude was creating a problem in the campsite, and the guy that I guess been there the longest told dudes, hey, man, we need you to leave, man, because you causing too much problems. And I happen to be the one that tried to calm him down. Come on, man, let's go, man. Just come back tomorrow, man. Just let this shit cool down, whatever, right? I'm trying to be the mediator, man, of the situation. But dude got to talking smack to me and all this old type of stuff, and then I just like on some playful but serious but playful type situation, because I did want him to take me serious, but I wasn't finna do nothing to that dude because I already want to I don't want to catch no case. So I ran after him after he got to talking smack. Yo, you really want this? You really want this? I said, you know what, matter of fact, I do want it. And I started running out, he ran, he tripped and fell, and he started looking on like I was for the attacking. I'm like, look, man, check this out. I said, man, just go on and leave for the night, man. Cool off, man. Come back tomorrow, man, but don't come back if you ain't gonna come back in peace, man. That's all I said. He said, well, what about my property? I said, man, don't worry about it. I'll get your property. Because when he ran, he dropped his stuff. I went back, got his stuff, made sure he got his property. He went on about his business. The next day, I happened to look up at the last minute. This dude is assaulting me with a metal object trying to bust me all in my head. I'm talking about all headshots. He's aiming for my head, man.
Were you up at this time or?
Yeah, I was up trying to do a fire, start a fire and stuff, and I was tending to the fire, so I'm looking down, and it wasn't until I seen his shoes pull up like this, and that's when I looked up. By that time, he come up from behind his back with a white bag, white cloth or whatever I thought it was. But then all of a sudden he just started wailing on me, and I started blocking him with my arm, and he hit me at least about 5-6 times before I could actually grab something to try to get him off me, because I was sitting in the couch, so it was hard for me to get up with him hitting me, and I'm trying to get up. But as I reached for the hammer that I had right here, I reached up, I went to swing because he's swinging at the same time, and that's when I tried to move his arm, but he ended up catching me somewhere up in here, and it messed my hand up. But this whole arm is messed up with this finger right here, and it got swollen and everything. But as I was tending to it, trying to keep the swelling down or whatever, or bring it down with the hot water and soaking it and stuff, it ended up getting infected. So I didn't want to go to the hospital, of course, because they're going to tell me to do the same thing. So take some aspirin and see you tomorrow. So, but it started getting worse. It started hurting real bad. So one of my little so-called associates out here said, man, you better go to the hospital, man. They're going to have to cut your hand off, what? So he spooked me. I ended up going to the hospital, kind of find out I had a very bad, deep infection. And it was going, if I hadn't attended for it, it would probably spread it even worse. Probably would have had to get amputated, but hopefully they caught it. But they got, right now I got a wound cut all the way, open wound all the way to the bone. You can actually, if I take this bandage off, you can see the bone.
Yeah, don't even do it.
I had to do it anyway.
Hold on. Did they stitch it?
No, they leave it open because they said that they want to make sure all the bacteria is gone. They don't want to stitch it up and then it's back in there.
Yeah.
So they gave me that solution, iodine stuff. I guess I'm supposed to soak it 3 times a day. I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't been able to soak it 3 times a day, because that means I gotta soak it, clean it, wrap it, and it's hard for me to do that with one hand.
Do you have did they give you enough wound care kit so you can tend to it?
They gave me what they gave me. I ain't gonna say they gave me enough, because I'm already out of gloves. You know, somebody stole my little scissor thing. They gave me a scissor kit to cut the stuff with a little tweezers so I can stuff the wound. That shit gone already. That's why I say, people see shit, they just take it.